Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mehak Mohammed, roll number VP1650114, group number 47. The topic assigned to our group is the use of corticosteroids, subtopic drug-induced lupus. Let's know about the lupus. Lupus is a disease that occurs when your body's immune system attacks your own tissues and organs. It is an autoimmune disease. Inflammation caused by lupus can affect many different body systems, including joints, skin, kidneys, blood cells, brain, heart, and lungs. Lupus can be difficult to diagnose because its signs and symptoms often mimic those of other ailments. The most distinctive sign of lupus, a facial rash that appears and resembles like the wings of a butterfly across the both cheeks. The most common sign and symptoms include fatigue, fever, joint pain, stiffness, and swelling, butterfly shaped rash on the face that covers the cheeks and bridge of the nose, or rashes elsewhere on the body, skin lesions that appear or worsen with sun exposure, fingers and toes that turn white or blue when exposed to cold or during stressful periods, shortness of breath, chest pain, dry eyes, headaches, confusion, and memory loss. Causes and risk factors. The cause of lupus in most cases, however, is unknown. Some potential triggers include sunlight, because on exposure to the sunlight, it may bring on lupus, skin lesions, or trigger an internal response in susceptible people. Infections. Having an infection can initiate lupus or cause a relapse in some people. Medications. Lupus can be triggered by certain types of blood pressure medications, anti-seizure medications, and antibiotics. People who have drug-induced lupus usually get better when they stop taking their medications. Rarely, symptoms may persist even after the drug is stopped. Risk factors that may increase your risk to lupus. Gender, it is more common in females. Age, although it affects all people of all ages, it's most often diagnosed between the ages of 15 and 45. Race, lupus is more common in African Americans and Asian Americans. Complications. Inflammation caused by lupus can affect many areas of body, including kidneys. Lupus can cause serious kidney damage, and kidney failure is one of the leading causes of the death among people with lupus. Brain and central nervous system. If brain is affected by lupus, it may experience headache, dizziness, behavior changes, vision problems, and even strokes or seizures. Many people with lupus experience memory problems and may have difficulty expressing their thoughts. Blood and blood vessels. Lupus may lead to blood problems, including a reduced number of healthy red blood cells, causing anemia and an increased risk of bleeding or blood clotting. It can also cause inflammation of the blood vessels. Having lupus increases the chances of developing an inflammation of the chest cavity lining, which can make breathing painful. Bleeding into lungs and pneumonia are also possible. On heart, lupus can cause inflammation of heart muscle, arteries, and heart membrane. The risk of cardiovascular disease and heart attacks increase greatly as well. What is drug-induced lupus? Drug-induced lupus is an autoimmune disorder caused by certain medications. The two drugs most often associated with drug-induced lupus are hydralazine and procainamide. Symptoms are similar to those of another autoimmune condition known as systemic lupus erythematosus (SLE) and include muscle pain, fatigue, and rash. SLE is a condition that causes inflammation everywhere in the body, including internal organs. SLE can be treated, but there is no cure. By comparison, symptoms of drug-induced lupus tend to be milder, aren't affect major organs. It is reversible. Symptoms generally resolved within a month of stopping medication. Case presentation: a 24-year-old female with a history of low-grade intermittent fever with multiple joint pains since the past 1 month, for which the patient took symptomatic treatment before consulting a specialist. On detailed evaluation with the specialist, she was found to have polymorphous rashes on the flexor aspect of her upper limbs and palms. On further investigations, her anti-nuclear antibody was positive, anti-SM antibody was positive, anti-NRNP-SM antibody was positive, following which SLE was diagnosed. The patient was then started on 40 mg prednisolone and 200 mg of hydroxychloroquine. She was maintaining well for the first 8 days of treatment, following which she presented to the psychiatry department with altered behavior of 2 days duration, characterized by aggressive behavior, inattentiveness, emotional instability, suspiciousness, referential ideas, disinhibited behavior, and decreased need for sleep. On mental status examination, patient was found to be over-familiar with inappropriate laughter, increased psychomotor activity, increased volume and tone of speech, which was irrelevant with thought content of delusion of persecution, delusion of reference, and delusion of grandiosity, and mood that was elevated, irritable with mood lability. On day 1 of examination, BPRS was 66, YMRS was 32, and the provisional diagnosis of steroid induced was made. Tablet risperidone 6 mg in 2 divided doses and tablet quetiapine 200 mg in 2 divided doses was started, in which the patient showed little improvement in the first 2 days. On day 3 of admission, prednisolone dose was reduced to 20 mg per day by the end day of the 5th day. Patient's psychotic syndrome showed significant improvement and biological function becomes normal. On day 6 of examination, BPRS was 35, YMRS was 12. Patient maintained improvement during subsequent follow-ups. Subject, age 24 years old, gender female, history low-grade intermittent fever with multiple joint pain from past 1 month, or for which patient took symptomatic treatment before consulting a specialist. Symptoms, polymorphous rashes on flexor aspect of upper limb and palms. Current medications, patient started 40 mg prednisolone, 200 mg hydroxychloroquine. Complaint, after 8 days of treatment following, she presented to psychiatry department with altered behavior of 2 days, characterized by aggressive behavior, inattentiveness, emotional instability, suspiciousness, referential ideas, disinhibited behavior, and decreased need for sleep. Object, lab test. ANA test was positive, anti-SM antibody was positive, anti-NRNP SM antibody was positive, SLE was diagnosed. On mental examination, patient was found to be over-familiar with inappropriate laughter, increased psychomotor activity, increased volume and tone of speech, irrelevant with delusion of persecution, delusion of reference, delusion of grandiosity, mood which is elevated irritability with mood lability. On day 1 examination, BPRS was 66 and YMRS was 32, and provisional diagnosis of steroid was made. On day 6 of examination, BPRS becomes 35, YMRS becomes 12. Patient maintained improvement. Assessment. Following laboratory test, ANA test was positive, anti-SM antibody positive, anti-NRNP SM antibody positive. So patient is diagnosed with systemic lupus erythematosus. Treatment. As patient taking prednisolone 40 mg with hydroxychloroquine 200 mg, it induced psychiatric symptoms. So first we have to reduce the doses of corticosteroids. Medication, risperidone 6 mg in 2 divided doses and tablet quetiapine 200 mg in 2 divided doses. On third day of examination, dose of prednisolone reduced to 20 mg per day. So patient shows significant improvement towards psychiatric symptoms. SLE treatment consists primarily of immunosuppressive drugs that inhibit activity of immune system. Hydroxychloroquine and corticosteroids, example prednisolone, are used to treat SLE. The mainstay of treatment is recognition and discontinuation of those drugs that induces the lupus. The most common treatment involved in the treatment of lupus include NSAIDs, ibuprofen, naproxen sodium, used to treat pain, swelling, fever associated with lupus. Side effects of NSAIDs include stomach bleeding, kidney problems, and risk for heart. Anti-malarial drugs. Hydroxychloroquine affects the immune system and decreases the risk of lupus flares. Side effects include stomach upset and rarely damages the retina of the eye. Corticosteroids. Prednisone and other types of corticosteroids counter the inflammation of lupus. The risk of side effect increase with high dose or long-term use of corticosteroids. Immunosuppressants, drugs that suppress the immune system, helpful in serious causes of lupus. Azathioprine, cyclosporin, and methotrexate, etc. are given. Biologics, different types of medications like belimumab, administered IV, also reduce symptoms of lupus. Rituximab are benefit for those people in whom other medications haven't helped. Management. Take steps to care for patient's body if he or she is suffering from lupus. Simple measures can help to prevent lupus flares, and to cope up with signs and symptoms, see doctor regularly. Having regular checkup helps doctor to prevent flares, also useful in addressing health concerns. Be sun smart. UV light triggers the flares. Get regular exercise because exercise helps to keep bones strong and reduce the risk of heart attacks. Avoid smoking. Increase risk of CVD and worsen the effect of lupus on heart and blood vessels. Eat healthy diet. Thank you.